Hello, funny roses, and welcome. Next, we're going to look at the exercise called the bicep curl. Works your biceps, clues in the name. This is very much an isolation exercise, but I'm going to show you how you can do it as a compound exercise as well. With the warm up for this, you would have done your usual kind of just moving around warm up. And within that, if you knew you were going to do bicep curls, you could also just involve this movement. So completely unweighted, but you are just getting these muscles fired up a little bit, understanding what they're about to do. Then another way of warming up into it is to use a really light weight. So really not very much weight at all, but a good place to start for the warming up. So the form points that you're looking at here are the elbows are by your side but not ledged in, because that actually would take some of the weight, but they're not flaring out either. So they're just by your side. There is a soft bend in the knee, particularly if you're the sort of person who can lock your knees out. You're not got your knees bend, but you're not locking them backwards either. So just a slight give, engaging the core. From the side, you can check your posture and just make sure that your shoulders are back and down, not hunched over. With light weights, there won't be much likelihood of hunching over, but as you get heavier, you could drag your shoulders forward. With this kind of light weight, you could just keep doing these pretty much forever, and that's what you want as a warm-up. You're just conditioning the muscles, getting them firing with the right recruitment patterns, just making sure your form is correct. So once I'm warmed up a little bit, I'm going to go for my 3 kilogram weights. So that's 3 kilograms each side, 6 in total. And you can do these together, or you can do them separately. See, separately takes a little bit more time, but it causes you to stabilise the side that isn't moving a little bit more. It's really up to you and what you like to do. You could also do these with water bottles. This is 2 kilograms. Obviously, I'm going to do these one at a time because I've just only got the one water bottle. 2 kilograms is still a good weight in the early stages of training, and of course, depending on your size, we could do like so. And on the other hand, or if you've got 2 water bottles, obviously you can use them both at once. But I did say that one of the difficulties with weights is that you need to have quite a number of them, and that can be expensive and they take up space, and you can't take them on holiday very easily. So you can do the similar move with a resistance band. So one at a time, you could just go lift, resist, down, lift, resist, down. And you notice that with this exercise and with the weights, free weights exercise, you're looking to do it quite slowly. So doing it one-handed like this is a reasonable amount of effort on this one hand. I can do them both at the same time, and although theoretically this should be easier because I've got both arms pulling on the same bit of band, in fact it takes off some of the slack. So this is a really good way of doing it, nice and slowly up, resist, pull down. So like I say, you can do this two-handed, or you can do it one-handed. And a way to make the resistance less or more is how close together your feet are. So the closer together your feet are, the less tension there already is in the band, the easier it is to do. You can make it harder by stepping wider. There's a point at which you wouldn't want to step wider because the stance itself would become weird, but that can make it a little bit more resistance, a little bit more meaningful. So another way to increase the resistance, instead of having essentially this kind of band almost singly, is I could loop it around my foot. So one foot, and then go to the one side, and it feels like more resistance. You can also do this exercise with the short resistance band. like anchoring it here. But this is quite a lateral pull. Feels kind of strange. Feels quite hard. So working the outside a little more, but you can do it like this. It's, you know, because I'm having to resist the diagonal pull, it's working the muscles down the sides a bit more. That's not a bad thing. Great, well done, Dolly Roses. Doing brilliantly. Keep on going.